Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 21st episode of The Lab. Sitting with me here, as always, is Alex Trotter and Brandon Wierig. My name is Louis Vollenkamp. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about some different fitness or, exercising myths that we've kind of found and want to kind of bring to your attention because sometimes people don't ask these types of questions if they're true or not. So Trotter has a list of topics that he is going to read off for you here, and then we will give you the yay or nay, whether or not if these are true or if it's just a bunch of bull. Read them off, big guy.
All right, Lou, you're up first.
Cool.
Stretching before a workout, good or bad?
Depends on the activity you're about to get into. I think that if you are going to do anything, a more dynamic warm-up is going to be more appropriate, and prepare yourself for the movements that are going to be required of your workout. So static stretching is actually going to basically, you're not bringing any increased blood flow to the area. You're not really preparing yourself for the rigors of whatever training you're going to have. I like it for after exercise more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a static stretch is just basically like turning off the nervous system. It's just like kind of putting everything in a relaxed state. And then all of a sudden you try to start producing force and like your body's not ready for it. So I actually, my old factory job, I actually went in there and redid their whole pre-shift warm-up routine. And they had like injury rate dropped for that year, like 50%.
Funny. You prepare for what you actually need to do, and you're actually able to do it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I listened.
Hey, I got a bonus check from it too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's absolutely no way. You're telling me I got to warm up for this job?
Oh, some of them old guys, I'm like, hey, you got 10 squats. They're like,
I do
nah.
not.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Pre and post workout snacks. What's your thoughts on the 30-minute anabolic window?
I'll let you lead off.
Personally, I'm not a big eater before I work out. Like, it just feels like it's gonna come up.
Weak.
Like putting abdominal pressure, like with a belt on, or like chest quarter rows. Like it just does not. It feels like it's just sitting in my throat. I can get away with like a peanut butter and jelly, like something small carb, but banana, peanut butter, or even like a granola bar. But like this one kid would have like a full steak dinner before coming to football practice, and he was fine.
Pass.
But now, and then post workout, I mean, there's the whole 30-minute window isn't really a thing. It's not like you're going to lose all your gains. I mean, I try to get mine in right when I'll let my body kind of come back to like a more of a resting state before I get something into me. But for the most part, if you make it an hour or 2 hours after, you're going to be just fine. Mm-hmm. But I just do my basic 28, I think it is, grams of protein in my shake, and I just mix my creatine in with it.
Before or after?
That's your post.
That post, yeah.
Post. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds all right.
See, I'm opposite. I have to eat, but I also work out in the morning. So, I'm sleeping all night and then going. But usually, I found that if I like eating things that are easily able to be thrown up. so some like scrambled eggs and maybe some oatmeal in there, and then you're pretty good. Yeah. I usually eat that maybe an hour and a half, like before I actually start lifting. So it does give it time to digest, and it still comes up every now and then.
Yeah, I just tell the kid, sometimes it's like a trial and error thing.
Yeah, you got to find out what works for you.
Like everybody's different. Everybody's body, like some people can just handle like a yogurt before, and then some people just can't handle dairy and then go into an intense workout.
I definitely cannot.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What about you, Lou? What are you doing?
It depends on what time I'm working out. If I'm working out in the morning like you, I will usually eat a big dinner at nighttime so that I don't have to like scarf down food in the morning. Mm-hmm. But I still eat something. I'll eat a banana, or I'll put like some, I'll get like a rice cake or something.
Yeah.
Like lights at least, or like Rice Krispies.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I like that first thing before I work out. Then I usually, not too bad. After I eat everything, 30-minute window, hour later, I'm inhaling food.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, there are some times where if the intensity of the workout is so high, there's no chance I'm eating. Like, I have to wait to calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brings back track nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one too.
You have to run so much, you like somehow are bloated. It's like, how's it even possible what it is?
I would go home and my mom would look at me. She's like, "You already eating?" I'm like, no. Just like give me like an hour, and then I'd like fall asleep and wake up. It'd be 8 o'clock. I'm like, crap.
Lost my 30-minute window.
My gains are going.
Workout was all for naught. That's kind of a decent segue. Longer workouts are more meaningful. False.
Absolutely not. Nope. More does not mean better.
Better is better.
Yeah. All right.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Stress is stress.
Yeah.
Better is better.
When I was like high school, even like early college days, man, I'd have hour and a half, 2 hour workouts, and just wasting time. Now I think my workouts, if I'm doing speed and agility on top of my lifting, it might push an hour and 10. It's a little bit of a recovery time from the speed portion to the lifting portion. Mm-hmm. But my lifting portions are 45 minutes, 50 minutes tops. I'm done. I mean, anything else past an hour, I feel like you're just beating a dead horse.
Yeah. I agree with you. Well, and it's like, I don't know the exact numbers or whatever, but like your like testosterone levels, like as a man or even as a female, I guess, they drastically drop after like 40 minutes of like high intensity like training. So like you need to get like the bulk of your shit done in that 40 minutes. So there's got to be an intent behind it. You can't just lollygag around.
Then depending on your diet, how much glycogen you got stored in the muscle and liver and all that kind of stuff, and all that stuff plays into a role. And,
Yeah. I feel like the only time I go like over an hour is if my rest like time is really long. Like 2 minutes, I feel like that makes it drag out. But like other than that, I'm trying to get in and get it done.
But see, like we've shortened them up as far as like as you're warming up, it's just like as quick as possible. So just like make your jumps like boom, 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 and then when you get like into your 90% range, then start slowing it down and go to like a 2 or 3 minute rest. Like you don't need a 2 minute rest for taking the bar on a bench, and then you don't need another 2 minute rest for taking a 45. Like it's just, especially if you're a decent bencher. But yeah. Since Brandon is currently targeting these, you can only target certain areas while doing your workout.
Little Debbie cake?
Little Debbie's bell right there in the gut.
You got your waist trainer on.
I used to do that in high school as a kid, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit I did in high school, and I'm like, what the hell? Why didn't somebody just be like, hey,
Smack you senseless?
yeah.
Or wear your belt during your entire workout, and you would just like slowly crank it every single week, just a little bit tighter. Thinking it's going to make your waist smaller.
Who the hell's doing that?
I was. That was definitely a thing. Like, yeah, it was like training your waist.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that was an actual thing. I remember doing that.
Can you really do that with a weight belt?
No,
I didn't think so. I was like, what the hell?
just limit your breathing. Yeah, just suck it in all day like you're wearing what are those things that women used to wear? Corsets. Yeah, corset. Was it corsets?
Corset.
Or is it corsage?
No, it goes on your wrist.
Oh, geez, I don't freaking know.
Corsage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Moving along.
no, you have to burn the fat inside the muscle first.
Yeah.
And you can't just like pick a spot. Like people are like, oh, I want to get rid of my love handles.
Yeah.
Okay, well, get in the calorie deficit diet and exercise. You can't just like, okay, I'm going to do 1,000 crunches and like I'm going to have a lean waist.
Yeah.
Like, no, you got a pretty high body fat percentage first, so you can do all the crunches you want. You're not going to have a low enough body fat percentage by doing crunches to have your abs show. That's a different scenario.
Different animal.
But yeah,
100%.
like spot reduction and all that crap, it's
Not a thing.
it's just going to slowly start getting smaller as time goes, kind of equally. I mean, you got like your males will kind of hold weight in their stomach more with testosterone and females in the thighs, so you got to play like the hormone rule, but for the most part, everything just kind of starts going down together.
Yeah. Yep.
Hips and thighs.
Yeah. You should only eat protein. You don't need to eat any fat because fat will make you fat, and then carbs turn to fat. So just eat protein only. Carnivore diet.
I was gonna say, it sounds like the carnivore diet.
Liver King.
I'm gonna eat liver and onions every day of the week.
Yeah.
I'll be huge.
Okay. I think we briefly went over that a couple of episodes ago, how your brain runs on carbs. Like, so no matter what, you can eat all the protein you want to, some way, somehow, or eventually your body's gonna start turning things into carbs. So I mean, it's your number one energy source for quick bursts, things like that. And you just don't feel like shit all the time.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a big.
they're not angry.
That's like the whole debacle with like keto.
Yeah.
Let me just, I'm taking care of myself. I had eggs, bacon, and a shit ton of cheese, and I am the healthiest I've ever been.
Yeah. Until your body starts converting proteins into fats and carbs, and the process of that, and ketones build up, and
and then you're right back to square one.
just little
Feeling like crap, eating like crap, and brain fog for days.
No pain, no gain.
100% accurate. You're not in excruciating sharp pain at all times. Sorry,
If you can't actively see your muscle tearing, then you're not going hard enough.
You're not big enough resistance. 100% false. 100% false. Now, don't get me wrong. You can be in pain while you're working out, but if it's that like sharp, searing, hot poker pain where it's like, oh, I definitely messed something up, that is not a game.
Our college professor, he would always explain how this is like, stress in the body, flight or fight, thing like that. He's like, I'm not a competitor. If I'm running and I get a cramp, I'm stopping. I'm running straight for just longevity and health. And like, if my body's saying, hey, this hurts a little bit, I'm going to start walking. And he was serious about that. Your body has all these stress responses and things like that, and it's literally your body saying, hey, something's wrong. Like, the human body is the most intuitive. I mean, it's like the most complex system in the world. Like, some guys, like, even said that on a tweet, and he's like, and you're going to give your body Advil to try to get rid of some pain? Like, let your body take care of its thing. It has all these responses. But, it's your body saying, hey, something's wrong. It's throttle it down.
I mean, if you've done what is your 5 minutes of
Hell.
Yeah, your 5 minutes, accurately named.
Yeah. It sucks. That's a tough day.
You will be in pain, but it won't be like, you fell down and scraped your knee kind of pain.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a different pain, like uncomfortable, I guess. Because if you're not used to having like a back pump, like in your low back, you can't do anything for it. It's just a time thing. So but it's also good to kind of like put yourself through that. So then you kind of know where that threshold is of like, oh, something's messed up versus, oh, no, I'm just uncomfortable. Because most people just won't go to like being uncomfortable anymore.
Yeah, it depends on the population we're with.
Yeah.
If you're with athletes, you're going to be uncomfortable all the time. If you want to go set records or break records or whatever you want to do, you got to get uncomfortable. But if you're just working with the general population and you want them to come back,
you got to tone it down a little.
Yeah.
Get comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah. But I think that's a good point as far as like with the athletes go. So like as trainers, we're putting them in situations inside the gym that make them uncomfortable to watch them adapt. Because then I don't want that first uncomfortable feeling to be during a game or during an event. Like, let's just knock that out of the way so then you can be here, done that. And like, how to navigate through it. That kind of thing.
Move through discomfort.
Yeah. And I don't. Why would you stop if you're uncomfortable? Like you're just you're only delaying. Like I don't know. I'm gonna go on a tangent. I'm not doing it.
I think the saddest thing ever is like people have no idea like what their body's capable of. Like they're gonna go through their whole life and not know like the limits that your body can do.
Yeah.
I think that's just like the saddest thing in the world.
Socrates.
He does.
But I don't know. Think about it though, because we'll watch the kids in here all the time. The first time that they, deadlift 225, or they'll hit like that milestone that we've all done, and it's just like it almost like makes you relive it again, and it's just like, oh, that's what it's for. Like all of that right there, like all those uncomfortable moments leading up to that one, totally worth it.
So when the 95 pounds go back on that bar and Troutter's having flashbacks to when he gets crushed.
Yeah. That one I don't think about anymore. I just skip straight over it. I just go straight to a 45. No point in bringing that trauma back. Lifting weights makes you bulky.
I've been trying for years, man.
Yeah.
Years. Still ain't there.
Yeah.
I thought that's more of
Sorry,
a women's female issue, and then like your runners, your cross country runners. Like, dude, you're running way too many miles to even, and you're only lifting like 85 pounds on the bar. Like, you're not gonna get bulky doing that on top of your mileage. And then females, you got the whole lack of testosterone type thing in your favor, I guess, if that's one of your concerns.
Or even like the social fear of like if they touch a weight. Like there was a TikTok of like this girl picking up a dumbbell and then immediately turned into like this like 6'2" bodybuilder. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. I've been trying to look like this for the last decade. So I'm telling you, it's not going to be overnight.
Some of the girls in here, that's like their concern. Like, they don't want to have like the delt pop or whatever, the tricep, and then all of a sudden they start getting it, and then they kind of start liking it.
Yeah,
and it's like that's
all
what
of
they're
a sudden,
chasing now.
Yeah, every set's in front of the mirror. Yep. Yeah. Or like, what else is it? When the girls start developing like back muscles, you'll see it in all of their dresses on homecoming, prom.
Yep.
They all show off a back at that point.
And the guys like it.
Yeah, that's one of Steph's main things. She has to have like an open back something because she's like just so proud of her back. But
So is Brandon. Brandon is so proud of his back.
Yeah.
That's why he wears those stringers all the time.
Let's see. Detoxing to lose weight. You just need to drink more juice.
Let me get on my fit tea.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
fat
some
burning
great
tea.
bowel movements.
You got a liver and kidneys for a reason. Just let it do its thing.
Yeah. It's like a sponge built into your body to remove all the crap. It's almost like we're made to clear out toxins.
Yeah.
Skip the herbal tea and your
Fit-
three day juice. Yeah, the 3-day juice cleanse, and
As long as you're shitting regularly, you're doing all right.
just as soon as you go back to regular food, it's going to go back to being rough.
Yeah, like it makes no sense.
You went through hell for 3 days
Yeah,
just for fun, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, dude.
I don't know if I'd call that fun.
Well, they're all complaining like, okay, I want to do it the easy way, so I don't want to go through hard work.
Yeah.
But like
I'd rather-
3 days of drinking juice, like that's way harder than going to the gym.
I was going to say, mental fortitude.
Yeah. Morning workouts increase your metabolism.
I had never heard that one before.
No, that's a new one to me.
Well, the only thing that I can think of is
The whole fasting thing.
fasting. So like, yeah. Or here's another one: fasting in general. Most people don't take in consideration that they're fasting while they're sleeping. Mm-hmm. Like, if you slept 8 hours that night and you wake up at 6 a.m. and then you're telling yourself that you're not going to eat until 12. Like, dude, you just fasted for whatever. What is that? Like 14 hours? You're going to be starving.
That's like, I feel like your metabolic rate is going to have a huge draw from your age, your overall fitness level. Mm-hmm. But I don't know necessarily the timing. I mean, at that point, you could look at what's your total caloric intake compared to your output. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if timing is going to have a huge effect on that. Worth looking into. We can look into it.
Yeah, I mean,
we need to get a dietitian on here if we can have some insight on that. That could be fun.
We can set that up.
If you're a dietitian and you're interested in coming on the lab, please DM us.
Yep.
Please.
Just Venmo us first. Then we'll consider your application.
Let's think of a down payment.
You guys are getting paid for this? I've been here for free for 20 episodes.
That's it. That's all I had on that one. So that was all the myths of this website, at least. So I don't know if I got any more. Just random ones that popped in our head as we're going.
I have one. Running is bad for your knees.
How fat are you?
Yeah.
I mean, that takes my knees are going to be a little achy if I take off and do some miles right now. I am not conditioned. and not in the best running shape at the moment.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
You shouldn't be shocked by it
I
either.
know, I'm not even like shocked. It just caught me off guard. I'm crying. No, Brandon, I'll let you answer that one first. Is running bad for your knees?
Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and probably say no. Just like anything, like you just can't go out and like all of a sudden go from like the couch to a 10K. Like you're gonna beat yourself up pretty
I was
good.
literally just going to say that.
Yeah.
Bad for that.
Yeah, so it's like anything. You got to progress, slowly progress into something like that. It's still a stress response to the body, so you can. I mean, if you're sitting there running on like no cartilage, that might be. I mean, that's other issues that you probably have known that are there. So
No pain, no gain.
Definitely, yeah.
I just went through that.
Only sharp, excruciating pain is allowed.
But just stress response, adapt, and get stronger.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like if you've never done a back squat before and you go to do a back squat, it's not going to feel good. Yeah. Right? And then the first time you go out for a run, your knees are going to bother you a little bit, but running inherently is not necessarily bad for your knees. I mean, unless you run like a baby deer and you're all over God's creation. But,
I can fix that.
Yeah.
no, that was the only one I have from my list.
My biggest one is like with parents when they come in here and like
They only need a vertical. They need a vertical and a faster 40. Do that. Your child is 7. Like, they just learned to walk pretty much based on how they're walking.
If your kid doesn't leave the gym sweaty and tired, it wasn't an effective workout. That's probably my biggest one. Like everybody's body responds differently, like sweat glands and all that kind of stuff. Like if I'm just lifting, I'm not really gonna sweat much. But if I like go through a running workout and then I lift and then like as soon as I'm done, that's when I like start sweating. Like when I'm going through and it's not like 100 degrees in the gym, I'm really not much of a sweater.
Just sweating in place.
There's some people that like are just dripping sweat
Thinking about working out.
before the warm up even started.
Yeah.
Walking to the line to warm up, you're already sweating. And then like it's like anything else. There's always progress. Some days you're gonna have tough days. Some days you're not gonna have tough days. I mean, you can't just continuously beat the body down every workout. You got to be able to progress that and know when to hammer and when not to.
And it depends on how much water intake the kids are taking too. I mean, it's hard to sweat when you got nothing to sweat out. Sort of thing.
True.
Yeah. That was a good one. I never really considered that one.
What?
The parents aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
to make sure they get their money's worth.
Yeah.
Understand?
Which, but
Or they'll come in and they'll tell you how their kid needs to train the whole time. It's like, oh, cool. So you're going to train him then. Go ahead.
Whistle.
Yeah. Here you go.
Watch.
what do you do for a living? So I can go sit at your job and tell you how to do your job.
Where are you going? I'm grabbing my glasses so I can go be an accountant.
Yeah.
You be here in the gym.
Yeah.
How do numbers work in here?
You think you need to time that?
No, well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Just a few little things here before we go. Just wanted to let you guys know, up on the Spotify page, go ahead, leave us a rating. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. If you are on the Apple podcast, make sure you guys are also hitting that follow button. Give us a rating. If you're watching on YouTube, please, again, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Leave us some comments, you guys. We want to know more about what you guys are interested in hearing. We want to know more about what we can do better, but at the same time, what's already working for you guys. So please follow every single page. When we post something up on the social media stuff, share it, like it, give us a follow. All right.
And as always,
we will see you guys
go Bucks!
next time.